Just a few months ago, I'm still a virgin. I'm super desperate for girls. I tried every single way that I could do to get at any girls, and I still couldn't get one. This is literally a video of me in August, like complaining about there's 0 girls in my life. 0 girls in my life. And now I have 3 girls that would do anything for me. So if my previous situation sounds similar to you, you should stay and watch this whole video, because if I can do it, you can do it too. I'll get you from this super desperate loser to having choices. Before we start, I want to congratulate you that you clicked into this 1 hour long video instead of scrolling on TikTok or playing on your video games, because I know this video is gonna change your life forever. So if you're doing anything that is irrelevant to the video, I wish you can put it aside and then watch this video on full screen. And after you've done that, let's start. So the first point is your looks. So I'm gonna take a look at you. Oh my god, oh, what the fuck? How can someone be so ugly? I never seen someone so oh my god, oh my gosh, and you're fat also? What the oh fucking hell, I'm just kidding. The point I want to make is that I couldn't make a fat, uninteresting, boring, and ugly man suddenly get a girl. Because if I can do that, I can just say something into the air and then someone would just randomly get a girlfriend, and there's somebody just get a girlfriend. I wouldn't be here. I would be a billionaire now, you know? Hey yo, this, you get girlfriend, okay? You get girlfriend, and he get a girlfriend. Nah. I'm a billionaire. I wouldn't be here talking about dating, you know. But one advantage that we have as men is that we can change any situation that we have. So if today I'm born into a poor family, I can try to hustle and work hard and become rich. If I'm born a skinny kid, which I am, I can work super hard in the gym and then start building muscle and become jacked. If today I'm born super introverted with no social skills, I can try to level that up. And I can change my looks also. Just take a look of the video that I put at the start of this video. Does that look like me now? I completely changed my looks. So I'm telling you, one advantage that we have as men is that we can change everything. So first, I'm gonna teach you the basics of self-improvement. So it's things like looks, social skills, etc. And then if you stay to the end of the video, I'll teach you some specific tips that would get the girls to like you. So make sure to stay to the end of the video. So before we start, I want you to do something. I want you to take a pen and paper, because this is gonna be the best video that you have on dating. So make sure you take notes and watch this video over and over again, every like 3 months or so. Save this into your playlist, because this is gonna change your life. Okay, let's go. The first one being your looks. Maybe now you think you're a bit ugly and a bit short and your eye is like not the right eyelid shape or something, but I'm telling you that these doesn't really matter. Looks matter, but not that much. To drive this point home, I'm pretty sure that you walked on the street and then you see someone that's like pretty fucking ugly, and then he's holding hands with a 10 out of 10 girl. I'm pretty sure you've seen that. If you haven't seen that, like go out on the street and then like walk for a little bit, go to the mall or something. You will see a man that's like not really handsome, but he's holding hands with a really, really beautiful girl. But I'm telling you, looks still matter. I'll be lying if I say like looks doesn't matter and you can just look whatever you like. So if you're short or you're ugly, just try to level up other areas that you can level up. So for example, if your face is ugly, you can try to get a better hairstyle, you can dress better. That makes you from a 4 to like a 6, which is pretty great. So first, I'm gonna teach you how to dress. I see a lot of guys, including me like 6 months ago, I dress like an idiot. Like most guys dress like idiots. They just take whatever clothes they have and then just put it on themselves, and they're like, well, I don't care. I have something to wear and I'm happy now, so yeah. So there will be people that wears like super oversized clothes that looks like he borrowed it from his fat friend. And some people will wear clothes that are so fucking tight that it looks like they wore that since they were a 4-year-old and they're still wearing it now. Like they're all like cramped up and shit, you know? And then there will be people that wears like clothes that are so dirty, like there's a big fucking stain here and they wouldn't care about it. So the basics about clothes is just fit and simple. Don't wear like some brand with big fucking logos or English fucking word here, like when it writes Nike or Balenciaga, like you just look like a big fucking billboard, you know? So keep it simple. So for me, I'm wearing a plain black dress shirt and it's super simple. And the second one is fit. So you can just buy clothes from any shop and then take it to the tailor, and it will look way better than you spending like hundreds of dollars on a Balenciaga shirt. Like taking it to the tailor only takes like only 20 bucks or something, and it's way cheaper, you know, and you look way better. So this is the rule about clothing. And then the next tip is just spend one day about researching clothes. Like just search about all the styles. So for me, I like the old money style because it's clean, it's minimal, and then I basically just like the style. And it's really simple. Just go online and then just search fashion styles. And then it will pop up with things like Starboy and then streetwear and then old money and then all that stuff. I don't even know that much about clothing, but I got a lot of compliments from my friends. Like, oh damn, you dress super nice. Well, compared to them wearing a fucking Nike t-shirt or something. So it's really, really simple how to dress. And the next thing about your looks is just basic grooming. You don't need to make it super fancy like fucking sea salt spray and spray your fucking hair and then conditioner and then 20 fucking skincare product that you put on your face and all that shit. Basically, just keep it simple. So basically, every day morning, you wake up, you go into the shower, you take a little shower, you clean yourself up, and then you go to brush your teeth and also your tongue. Many people skip their tongue. Your tongue is where most of the smell comes from, so make sure you don't skip brushing your tongue. And basically for skincare, it's super easy. You wash your face and then you add a lotion, like put it on your face so your face wouldn't appear dry, and then add sunscreen. And that's basically it. And then next, you clean up your eyes and you shave, and then you cut the hair in your nose, and then basically groom your eyebrows, and then just add some clay to your hand and then brush it on your hair, and then it looks good. And this is basically the basic grooming that you have to do. It's super simple. So next up is your fitness. Fitness is basically super easy. If you're fat, you eat less and you train more. If you're skinny, you eat more and you train more. That's basically fitness. Because if you're jacked, you can get away with any clothing that you wear. I can wear a plain white t-shirt and I look super great. But you can imagine that and there's an old guy that's out of shape and super ugly, but he wears a plain white t-shirt. People would think that he just woke up and then he went out directly. But I can wear the same thing and I look super great. I look better than all the other people. So you gotta make sure that you have a good body. Like, I remember one time when someone asked how Tristan Tate can look so great in his suits, and Tristan basically replied that it's not my tailor that's good, it's because my body shape is good. So any suit that I wear, I look like a fucking G. So basically, what you have to do is just train hard, make your body shape beautiful, have a V taper, and then anything you wear, you look like a G. So that's for looks. And then next up, I'm gonna talk about social skills, which is one of the most important thing in getting a girl. It's basically just social skills. So how can you improve your social skills? I wish I have a hack that I can tell you that you can just instantly do it and you boost your social skills up, but there's no hack. The only thing that can make your socializing better is just socializing more. So here's a hack that I had that boosts my social skills up. I remember I used to go into a 7-Eleven and order coffee, but every time I go in there, I'll be super fucking nervous. I couldn't even tell him that I want the coffee. Most of the time I go in there and then I look at him and I just walk out, you know? So this is how bad my social skills are. But for now, I completely changed it. And here's the hack. Every day you go out and then you approach two strangers. Like, I don't care what two strangers you approach. You can go to a random 7-Eleven and then just ask, hey, can I get a random discount on this bottle of water? Or you can go to a flower shop and then you said, oh, I only have $5 for this $7 flower. Can I buy it for $5? And then maybe they'll say no, and you can reply, oh please, I'll take more of my friends to buy from you next time. And just say some bullshit. It doesn't even matter. After you train yourself every day, you go and approach two strangers, you'll start learning to social. And especially for us Asian guys, like since we're young, we're taught like if some strangers talk to you, you gotta walk away because most strangers are bad. And that's just super unhealthy, you know. So now we gotta train our social skills back. And I'm telling you, this socializing thing is the most important thing in this whole video. So if you learn anything from this video, it's this. You can approach two strangers every single day. You might think that, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. That will be super awkward and I don't know what to do. But I'm telling you, it literally changed my life. I have 0 friends before this because I'm on self-improvement. And most people don't even do self-improvement stuff. Like, I can't relate to my friends. Like, most of my friends are playing video games and I don't find that fun. Most of my friends are scrolling on TikTok and I don't find that fun. Most of my friends are going to malls and then walking around for no reason and they don't even buy anything. I think that's idiotic, you know? So I basically have no friends in school. So now, after I start approaching 2 people every single day, I changed my social life. I started to get friends in the gym that could work out with me. I started to find friends in my work that could work with me. I started to meet a lot of women that actually likes me, you know? I think the biggest problem with guys that doesn't get girls is that they don't meet enough girls, you know? Most people only have like access to like 5 girls that are decent looking, which are their co-workers or like their mom's friend's daughter or something like that. So most guys are super desperate. Like, if I only have 5 girls to choose from, I will take every single one seriously. But girls don't want you to take them seriously, you know? Girls can literally sense your neediness. You can say the same thing to the same girl and be interpreted in a different way. So if today I say, I think you're really beautiful and I want to take you on a date, the girl can interpret it in different ways. The first one is like, oh, I think you're super beautiful, and I think if I say that, you will like me a little, and maybe I can get you out for a date because I'm super lonely and I have nothing to do in my life, and I think I'm a loser. And if you rejected me, I'll probably go home and cry for a few hours, and I'll want to dig a hole and bury myself into it. And yeah. This is the first interpretation. The second one is like, I think you're really beautiful and I want to take you out for a date. And if I find you really interesting and I like your personality, maybe we'll start dating, but I don't know. I just want to take you out for a date and then we can have a great time together. And if you reject me, I'll be kind of sad, but I'll be fine. So you can say the same line, I think you're really beautiful and I want to take you out for a date. And it can be interpreted differently, super differently. So that's why I don't tell you like the perfect line that you can say. Like, okay, I think you're super beautiful and I want to take you out for a date. Because I can tell you the line, but I can't tell you my body language. So there's a rule called the 7-38-55 rule. Basically, 7% of the conversation is what you say, only 7%. And 38% is your tonality. So basically how happy you are, like the tonality, is your voice super high or is it super low? Another 55% is basically your body language. Is your body language like open, you're confident, you look like you're someone that aren't scared of shit? Or are you all curled up and then look like this and then you're scared that the world will find you and yeah. So we just talked about neediness, and neediness is the thing that turns girls off the most. So that's why simping doesn't work, you know? So maybe the girl tells the guy that, oh, my laptop is kind of old and maybe I'm considering to change a new one. And the guy will just be like, oh, you want a new laptop? I think you don't even know much about laptops and I'm a professional about laptops. So I'll buy a brand new laptop for you. So maybe you will like me even more, you know? And we'll just repel girls, you know? Because why? You're giving them gifts without even knowing them. So here's a rule that you should have on giving gifts to girls. You can give gifts to girls, but never give them gifts just for them to like you, you know? Don't make it a trade-off. If today I like you, I think you're super beautiful, I want to buy you flowers just for the sake of buying you flowers because I think you deserve it, it's okay. But don't buy flowers for a girl just for her to like you. Okay, if I buy you flowers now, maybe you can have sex with me tonight or something. That just doesn't work. That repels girls, you know? So I think why men are so needy nowadays is because of the porn culture. If you're still watching porn, God damn, please quit it right now. Like, never open that fucking website again. I'm gonna convince you now, because the only interesting thing in many men's life, like, think about it. If today you wake up, you're sleep deprived, like, oh fuck, I gotta work, I gotta wake up. Yesterday I played video games till 3 a.m. and yeah, my life sucks. And now you gotta go to work. Commuting is like chaos. You go to work, your coworkers disrespect you, your boss don't like you, and then you're basically just a loser. And then the only happy thing that you have in your whole life, in your whole day, is just opening up your little laptop and then type in the website that you shouldn't be going, and then basically just masturbating. And what would this do to your brain? Basically, you will start thinking about, okay, sex, this thing is the only thing that makes me happy. So who controls sex? Woman. Oh my gosh. Then women should be the ones that giving me happiness, which means like women are like God in your life, you know? So you gotta like sacrifice stuff, like giving gifts to her, so she will give you some sex in return. Like, it just doesn't work like that, you know? So from now on, a big tip for you is you start treating women like sex is not in the equation. Like, basically just think about women as someone that you can't have sex with. You gotta stop thinking about her as a sex toy, because that's super fucking unhealthy. If their sex is not a thing, would you still give her gifts? Would you still give her compliments? If not, don't. Just don't. Another tip I gotta say is that you should be fine with a girl leaving you. It should be completely fine. You can be like, okay, if she doesn't like me, I'm completely fine. I'll still be me. My life wouldn't change. Like, basically just think about it. If today I got a girl, my life wouldn't really change that much, you know? I still gotta go to work, I still gotta go to school, I still gotta do whatever the fuck thing that I'm doing right now. But now I'm a little bit happier because there's a girl by my side. But if she leaves me, basically I still do the thing I do, and basically just there's no this happy thing around me, and that doesn't really matter. Okay, so neediness is the thing that repels girls the most. Then how do you decrease your neediness? One thing that works for me the most is to write out my future wife document. What is that? Okay, so first thing, I want you to take out the pen and paper that I told you to get at the start of the video. And then I want you to write out every single quality that you want in your girl. So maybe you like blonde girls, so the first one you write is blonde. And then the second one, maybe you like a virgin, then you write virgin. Then the third one, maybe you like someone with long hair, then you write long hair. And maybe next you like someone who has like a beautiful face, like beautiful face. So basically you write it out like this. Like, just list all the qualities out. Maybe you like someone that likes singing. Maybe you like someone who likes to play chess. Maybe you like someone who goes to the gym often. Maybe you like someone who eats clean. You like someone who meditates. You like someone who like whatever the fuck you like, you know? Basically write all of that down. All of that down on this paper. And then rip this paper off. And then look at it. And then rank them one by one. So maybe the most important thing to you, is that she must be a virgin, or you would never date that girl. So the first place would be virginity. So basically you just rank them in order. And maybe there's something on your list that you don't really care about. For example, like the girl is blonde. You wouldn't really not date a girl if she fits all other category. Like she's a virgin, she sings, she go to the gym, she eat healthy, she meditates and all that, but she's not blonde. And you stop dating her. That's unlikely, right? So maybe you can list like blonde at the number 20 or something on the list. So it will be the first being virginity and the 20th being blonde, or be having blue eyes or something. So it will look like this. So basically just list everything out. So here's my future wife document. You can look at it. So for me, the top 3 is like, first she must be a virgin, and then she must improve her physical health. Like basically eat clean, go to the gym, work hard. This is the physical health stuff. And then there's improves her knowledge. She has to read books, she has to listen to podcasts, she has to like improve her knowledge basically. So here are the 3 things that matters to me the most. Yours might be different. And if you want a full document, you can click into the description. I'll put it there. So why did I tell you to write this out? This completes 2 things. First, it decreases your neediness. Why? Because if today you're talking to a girl, you think I'm so fucking in love with her. If she leaves, my life will be in pieces or some shit like that. You can start rating her with your scale of your future wife document, like the perfect girl. So if she a virgin? No. So -1 point. Okay. Does she have long hair? No. Okay, minus another point. Okay. Does she sleep around? Yes. Okay, minus another point. So after you use logic to like evaluate her, you'll find out that okay, she actually is like a 4 out of 10. So this way it decreases your neediness a lot. You start using your logic to like a girl instead of like just looking at her and you're super obsessed with her, but like actually she isn't someone that you would like. That's just chemicals in your brain telling you, oh my gosh, I need her, and because I have no other girls in my life, so she's the 10 out of 10, but actually she's a 4. So you can still interact with her, have a great time with her, but you wouldn't take that so seriously. And what does this do? They will like you even more because of this, because you're not needy. So this is the first thing. And then the second thing is that you can look at the document and then you think about, where would my future wife go if she's someone like this? So for my future wife, I'm pretty sure she will go to the gym. So where can I meet her? The gym. You know, so I gotta frequent the gym more so I could have a chance to meet the woman that I like. And if you think that your future wife will go to somewhere like the museum because she is very artistic and she will look at all that art and then stuff, then you should go to the museum and then become an expert in the museum. So for me, I kind of become an expert in the gym because I'm not the most jacked guy there, but my body shape is decent. So I'm kind of an expert there. So if the girl is doing something like lat pull downs and she doesn't really know how to do it, I can teach her. And I have a lot of friends in the gym, so that gives me social proof. And oh yeah, another thing about girls is that they like social proof a lot. So today, if you're a guy with a lot of girls will instantly be attracted to you. Like, because what would she think? She'll look at you and she'll be like, damn, there's so many girls in love with her. That means he shouldn't have too much problems. That means I can also like him too. But if today you have no girls, what does that signal to a girl? Like, damn, he has no girls. That means no girls like him. If no girls like him, if I like him, would that make me a weirdo? Kinda, so I'm not gonna like him. But if today you are a playboy and you have many girls around you, instantly, like the girl will think, damn, this guy got a lot of girls. How did he get those girls? And damn, those girls all like him. Maybe I should like him as well. So here's something that you can do. You can try to get more girls around you. Whether it's your friends, your family members, or your friends' girlfriends, it doesn't matter. Like basically just bring more girls out with you. So when a girl you like see you with other girls, she'll think that, oh damn, he got social proof, so I'll like him even more. Or you can take some photos with your girl's friends or some family members or some shit, and then post it on your Instagram, because that's gonna signal like to more people when you add someone, because you're not gonna always be with girls, you know, like sometimes there's just no girls around you, like not many girls go to the gym, you know. When you give someone your Instagram, when she adds you, she'll look at your profile and damn, oh, this guy got girls, and then I'll like him even more. So this is a little tip for you. It's called pre-selection. Have more girls around you and more girls will like you. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna teach you the specific tips that you gotta do, the things you gotta do to get the girl, like how to approach a girl, how to text a girl, and how to get a girl out on the date so the date is amazing and she will keep coming back for you and she falls in love with you. So first, approach. How to approach a girl. The approach is super fucking easy. Many guys overthink this. Why? Because we have shit social skills, you know? So that's why I gotta teach you how to do social skills. Go and like approach 2 people every single day. Every single day. You wouldn't allow yourself, if you have some self-respect, you wouldn't allow yourself to go home after you approach 2 guys that day. Okay? Guys or girls, it doesn't matter. So, how to approach her? Basically, just walk up there and then just say whatever bullshit you have in your head. You know? Whatever bullshit. It doesn't even matter, you know? So, one line that I use a lot in the gym, like I see a gym girl, she's beautiful. What do I say? I just walk up there and I say, hey, how long have you been training? Like, I just say that, you know? It's like super fucking stupid, but it works. Like, the hardest stuff is just walking up there and just saying. Why can you say whatever bullshit you want? The thing is, I just told you the 7-38-55 rule. What does that say? Only 7% is what you say. 38% is your tonality and 55% is your body language. So basically what you have to do is just walk up there, be confident, be yourself, and then just say whatever. It doesn't matter, you know? I just go up there, hey, I think you're really beautiful. And then maybe I can take you out for a date. Like, say whatever bullshit. It doesn't even matter. If she likes you, she will like you. If she doesn't like you, it doesn't even fucking matter, you know? It doesn't even fucking matter. You gotta have this in mind, because rejection is actually good. If you go up to a girl and she doesn't like you, that means she just saved you a lot of time. You don't have to like take her out and then do all that bullshit, and then after like 2 months and then you spend a ton of money with her and you found out, oh damn, she doesn't like me. So basically all the shit you did is just wasted, you know? So rejection is actually great. If she doesn't like you, she tell you, oh, I have a boyfriend, then sure, okay, I just move on. It doesn't matter. Just like the thing I told you, like, it doesn't matter. If a girl get into my life, I'm still gonna do my work, I'm still gonna go to school, I'm still gonna be hated by my boss or something. It doesn't matter, you know? So basically, what you do in approach, walk up there, say whatever bullshit. If she likes you, she'll reply. If she doesn't like you, fine. And basically, you're gonna make sure that she likes you after you add her Instagram. So you walk up there, you talk, and then, hey, how long have you been training? Oh, I trained 3 years. Okay, oh, nice, 3 years. Why did you get into the gym? And then you talk some bullshit, and then you can say like, oh, maybe we can train sometime. And then she said, oh, nice, okay, we can train sometime. And then you say, okay, I can add your Instagram, and then we can organize a time. And that's great. But if she seems like she doesn't like you talk to her, and then she's like, I trained for 2 years, and yeah. And then she's going back to doing her set, and then you keep interrupting her like, oh, why did you get into the gym? Oh, because I don't like my body shape. And she just keeps doing her stuff. Then you know she doesn't like you. Then what do? You just walk away. You don't have to waste time. You don't add her Instagram. You don't have to add her Instagram. Why do you want her Instagram? It's just stupid. You add her, she doesn't reply to you. Like, many girls do this because rejecting a guy is actually pretty hard. So she will just give you her Instagram and then just never reply to you after you added her. Like, I used to do that. I used to like approach a lot of girls, and then I'll be like, oh, I got her Instagram, but I got like 30 or something, and most of them don't reply to me because I'm just pressuring her to add my Instagram. I used to go up to a girl and then just say, hey, can I add your Instagram? And then they'll give me their Instagram, and then they'll never reply to me. So basically the goal of the approach is to get to know each other for a little bit and then try to set up the date then. Don't try to set up a date on a text. Never try to set up a date on a text because it will never work, okay? So, first you go and approach a girl, and then you got her Instagram, you got her phone number or something, then now it's a texting game. So, how can you text? Like, texting is always something that I suck at, but after I learned this trick, it completely changed the texting game. Texting, it's so easy after I learned it. Okay, so how do you do it? Basically, make your text easy. So when you're texting a girl, don't make it like, okay, oh damn, I gotta think of the best line that I've ever sent to this girl. Okay, think about it. Okay, I'm gonna tell her she's beautiful. Nice meeting you today. You are very beautiful. And then you send, and then you think, oh damn, I type a wrong word, and then you unsend it, and then you type it again, and you send it again, and then like basically it's just stupid. Like basically just keep your text simple. Like when after you added a girl, like basically you just say it's me, and then just send. Like basically just say what have to be said, because like just like the rule I just said, the 7 38 55 rule, like texting is only the 7%, so you can say the same thing and she can interpret it differently. So please don't send too much stuff on text. And also if you spend like half an hour thinking about what to text her, what is that? That's neediness. And what is girls repelled by? Right, neediness. So when you're when you're replying to girls, please make it simple. Like, okay, it's me. She'll reply, oh, nice meeting you today. And you'll say, you got time this Saturday? Like basically the point of you adding her Instagram is to set up a date. So you don't talk about, oh, maybe, oh, do you like sharks? Oh, do what's your favorite dinosaur? Oh. You don't talk about that. The thing that you have to talk about is that, okay, I like you, I want to take you out for a date. When are you free for a date? That's basically what you have to say. Okay, when are you free? And then just when are is like the word are, you know. So just keep it simple, like just text just spend as less time on text as possible. Like if you don't have to talk to her, don't. Okay, so this is the golden rule of texting. Okay, you ask her out for a date. You ask, are you free this Saturday? She says yes. If she says yes, that's perfect. You just tell her, okay, we can meet at this bar, or we can meet at this store, or something like that, and then I'll take you out for a date. But if she said no, it's also fine. Like maybe she's really got some things to deal with that day. Maybe she says something like, oh, I have work this weekend, or maybe she said like, oh, last week I tell my girlfriend that I'm gonna go out with her, so today I don't have time, or maybe anything. Like she will say something, and maybe she's really doing that thing, so maybe she's not lying to you. So basically you ask her 3 times. You give her 3 chances. The first time you ask her, okay, are you free this Saturday? Okay, she's not free. Okay, the next time maybe you ask next Saturday. Okay, she's not free again. And then maybe after a while you think of her, and then you're like, okay, are you free this Sunday? And if all 3 she rejects, what do? You move on. You don't keep texting the girl, because if you give her 3 chances and all 3 she doesn't have time, basically she doesn't like you. Just accept that and move on. Go and approach more girls. There's infinite girls on this fucking planet, okay? Move on. So this is the texting game. Just keep it simple. Text as less as fucking possible, okay? Next, the first date. What should you do before the first date? So maybe you set up the date at Saturday. What you should do is at Saturday mornings, send her a text. We're going out this afternoon, and if you're getting ready, tell me. This will prevent one thing, because I used to do this thing like, okay, I got a girl on a date. Okay, we're doing this afternoon, and then I'll be like dressing up and then looking super nice, perfume, and then all that shit, cleaning myself. And then she says she's not coming. Or basically I just went there and then she's not there. And then when I text her, she just stopped replying. Many girls do that. I don't know why. That's just fucking weird. But girls do that. So what you should do is just make sure she says, okay, I'm preparing. And then you start preparing. You don't prepare before her, because girls take a fuck ton of time to prepare, you know. She gotta put on makeup and all that shit, and then pick between 2 clothes that looks exactly the same or something. Like girls take a lot of time to prepare. So when she tells you she's preparing, then you can start preparing. So what you have to do before a first date is you clean yourself up first. It doesn't matter if you take a shower in the morning. You still gotta take a shower before the first date. So it doesn't matter if you brush your teeth in the morning. You gotta brush it again before the first date. Okay. So what you have to do? You go in the shower. So you take soap, you rub it all over your body, and then you just wash yourself. Okay, so there's one area that you make sure that you clean is your pelvic area. Like you might need it, you know. You don't want to get a girl. Okay, oh, I finally got a girl back to my home, and then it smells fucking bad. It will be horrible, you know. So make sure to wash the bottom area, you know. Okay, so after you wash that, you get out, you take your toothbrush, you brush your teeth, you scrape your tongue, you shave, you clean your eyes, you brush your hair, you put on perfume and all that. After that, you're finished. You dress with a shirt that you did one day of research on, and then you're good to go. Okay, where do you go for a first date? Never go to the movies, alright? Never go to the movie. The movie fucking sucks. Like, many guys would make the first date for movies, and what do? You actually just sit there, and then you sit there with the super fucking high blocking thing with the hand, and then like basically you two will sit there, and then you're looking at the screen, and then you're like this, and then you will be trying to hold her hand or something, like try to get an interaction in, like you can't. Like when you try to hold her hand, your hand will hit the fucking huge block over here, and then you can't hold her hand and you can't talk. Like when you try to talk to her, she will be like, shh, it's a movie, don't talk. And then you two just stare at the screen. Well, you don't give a fuck about the screen, you give a fuck about her. So never go to the movie. And also another tip is no dinners, because it's kind of stupid. Many girls don't like eating in front of a stranger, so that's not a great idea. So dinner is also bad. And also, like, think about it. If you sit at a dinner table and she's across you, like she's there, and you're like eating stuff, you can't even touch her. Like, it's so fucking weird. You couldn't like eat and then reach your hand across and then like try to touch her. It's fucking weird. So don't go to the dinner, don't go to the movies. Then where the fuck should we go? It's actually super fucking easy. Go to bars, just go on a walk, go to a park, go to a cafe or something like that. Like, the main point is you gotta allow physical touch, because physical touch is one very big component of love. And the favorite place I like my first date to be is the gym. Because why? The gym allows physical touch. Like, the first physical touch is like very, very weird, you know? When you try to first touch someone, it's so weird. But the gym is just, physical touch is just so easy. So if the girl I like is a gym girl, I'll always make my first date in a gym. Why? Because when she's doing like some cable pulls, or I don't know what that fucking thing is, like this thing, I can like kind of touch her hand and then like move her hand. Okay, when you're doing this motion, you can do it like this instead of this. Like, you will feel more better. Like, just do some bullshit. It doesn't even matter. You don't even have to know what you're talking about, you know? Like, okay, make your back like this, and then you grab her shoulder and then push it back a little. Oh yeah, that's fucking perfect. Like, that just breaks the physical touch. Also, another tip about first date is never go in the morning or the noon, because like only friends go out in the morning, you know. Nobody goes out for lunch for his love, you know. It's fucking weird, you know. So always make the date 6 to 9 p.m. That's the golden hour. Okay, so for the location, you gotta try to go as many places as possible, because this is a psychological thing. We don't judge how good our relationship is with someone with how much time we spend together. We judge how good our relationships are by how many places that we go. So this is a psychological thing. So if you can bring a girl out to the date to many places, like, okay, we first go to the gym for like 40 minutes. After that, we go out, we go on a walk, and then we walk to a bowling alley or something like that. And then after we bowl like 2 rounds, and then we just go to a cafe, and then we go to a bar, and then maybe we can go on a walk back to my home. So psychologically, she will have like, oh damn, I have so many shared memory with this dude. We went to this place, we went to a bowling alley, we went to the cafe, we went to a bar, and then now we're going home with him. So yeah, we have a lot of shared memory. So maybe we have something fun to do tonight. Yeah. Another tip is try to make the place that you go as near to your house as possible. You wouldn't want to take a girl out for a date and then when you're trying to get her home, and then you're like walking for an hour or something, and it's fucking stupid, you know. So try to go to as much places that allows physical touch as possible, and then make sure that the last place that you go is near your home, so you can just walk back home. Okay, so here's the thing about the location. Never ask a girl where she wants to go, because girls like to turn their brains off. They like to just go with the flow. Like, they want you to take the lead. Maybe some girls would like to take the lead, but that's only a little bit. Like, most girls would like to turn their brains off and then just follow your lead. That's what they like to do. They'll be like, they'll be more happy that you just go here. Oh my gosh, he just takes me to this place, and then after we went out of the gym, like, there's just an Uber standing there, and then we just went into the Uber, and then we just went to a cafe, and then, well, after we drink coffee, we just walked out, and then I don't know when he paid, but yeah, we can just walk out, and there's another Uber there, and I can just go in there, and then we just walk to a bowling alley, and then we just do all these crazy stuff. She wouldn't want to be like, okay, what location should I do next? I don't like to think. And then she'll be bored, and then she doesn't want to keep going with you. So do me a favor, delete this line from your dictionary. Okay, what's the next location that you want to go? Like, oh, don't ask a girl. Never ask a girl about something. You take the decision. And if she doesn't like that, then fuck her. Find the next one. There's infinite girls on this planet. Okay, find the next one. So the thing is, you gotta do, don't ask. Okay, so when you're on the first date, you gotta talk, you know. So here are a few questions that I like. So the first one is, ask what's her favorite thing in the world. Like, what's her hobbies? Get to know a little bit about her. What does this do? If you ask a girl and she says, oh, I'm a feminist and I do all these things, I think women should have more rights and all that stuff, and currently you freaking hate feminists, then what do? You can just move on, you know? You can just take an excuse. Oh damn, oh, someone's calling me, I gotta go, and just walk out, you know? So first, ask questions. You gotta know about each other. So if she says more, you can know if you guys are a good fit or not. If you guys are not a good fit, then stop wasting both of your time, you know? And also another great question that I noticed is, are you a romantic person? Like, think about it. Who would ask this question? It's like nobody will talk about, okay, are you a romantic person, to your friend, you know? So it's always between lovers. First, this makes the conversation more towards the, okay, you're a girl and I'm a man and we're trying to date type of talk, instead of like friend talk or like business talk, you know? And also another thing that you can achieve with this question is that she will tell you about like how she's a romantic person. Like, hey, what's the most romantic thing that you did? Like, she'll start talking about, oh damn, the most romantic thing that I did. So one of my girls that I asked this question, hey, what's the most romantic thing that you did? And then she basically just said, oh, I think romantic is basically really easy. You don't have to take me out to see the stars. You don't have to take me out to the beach or something. I think the most romantic thing that I did is just walking with my boyfriend in the park. And I just talk about what is currently happening in my life, and then we just hug and kissed. That's the most romantic date I ever think of. So this way I just know, oh damn. So I don't have to take her out to the beach. I don't have to take her out to look at the stars. I can just take her out for a walk, just a random walk in the park, and then she will think that it's romantic. Or maybe there will be other girls that will like other things, like, oh, I think the most romantic date that I had is I went to a museum. Then you know what you should do. Like, next time you go out on a date, the second date, you can take her out to a museum and she will love that, you know? So here are the 2 questions that you can ask. And another tip is that you should always talk less. Talk as less as possible in a date. Like, don't talk too much, because we as men, we like to say a lot of shit about ourselves and then try to make us look cool. But most of the time, we just talk too much and then we just fuck things up, you know? Sometimes we'll be like saying something and then because we're super retarded and we'll just say something that just fucks the whole conversation up. So it's better not talk, you know. So never brag about yourself, because the more you say, the weaker you look. Try to make the conversation about her. Like, ask more questions about her. Hey, what's your job? Hey, what's the favorite thing that you like? What's the most romantic thing that you do? And the only time that you're allowed to talk a lot is when you're telling stories. Like, for example, like last time I asked the girl, what's the most romantic thing that you do? And then she replied that. And then she asked me, hey, what's the most romantic thing that you do? And then I can just start telling stories about myself. Like, oh, me, the most romantic thing. I think the most romantic thing that I did is I went to Taipei. It's a place in Taiwan. So I went there. I went to a hotel that's beside a very beautiful beach. The beach is like super white. And there I met a very, very gorgeous girl. And I met a really, really gorgeous girl. And the hotel, they'll host an activity where people will go out to the beach, and then we will take our little buckets and our flashlights, because it's super dark out there. There's no lights whatsoever. And so we'll take our flashlight and a little bucket, and then we'll go and catch, like, there'll be like little crabs that will be crawling around the beach, and then we'll be like catching it. So I met that girl and I asked her, hey, do you want to go and catch a crabs with me? And then she said, oh, sure. And then we just went on there, and then we two just have a flashlight, and then we just walked to the beach. And then I found out, oh damn, the beach is fucking beautiful. And because there's no light, the stars are shining super fucking bright. And it's super beautiful. You can look up and there's all the fucking stars. Like, normally in city, you never see that. You just see like 1 to 2 stars, and then the other are too dark for you to see. So me and her would just start catching crabs, and then we're like roasting each other, like, oh damn, you suck at catching crabs and stuff. And then after a while, like 10 to 20 minutes, we're kind of tired. So we walk to a place that there's less people, and then we just lay on the sand. And then we lay on the sand, we're looking at the stars. I basically have no knowledge about stars because I don't really care about it. The girl, she has a lot of knowledge about stars. So both of us were laying on the sand, and then we're looking at the stars. And it's super romantic. She basically grabbed my hand and then used my finger to point toward the stars. Oh, this is that star, and this is the whatever star. And then it's just super romantic, you know. So you can tell her a story like that. You gotta practice your storytelling. Like, try to make your story cooler, like say it in a more engaging way. Like, make her think that you're super cool. What did I actually do in the story? I actually just saw a girl. We went out to the beach, we catch crabs, and then we lay on the sand. And then we look at stars. That's basically what happened. But you can say it in a way it's engaging, and the girl would think, oh my gosh, that's so romantic. So practice your storytelling. And after you said your story, like, basically just shut up. Like, basically don't say anything else. Like, let her talk. Like, do you have any story that's like that? And then she'll be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then you can pretend to like care about what she says. Oh, you went to this place? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh. And then she'll keep talking about whatever bullshit. So there will be a point where the conversation will become dry. Like, she stops talking, and then you don't know what to say. You don't know what the next topic should be about. So you both just sit there, and then you don't know what to say. What should you do? Some people will be like super panicked, you know? Some people will be like, oh my gosh, she's not talking. What should I say? I should ask some questions. Oh my gosh. And then you'll get super nervous, and then the girl will see you that's super nervous. She'll also become nervous, you know? So what should you do? Basically, just relax. Just relax. You gotta know that in the conversation, you're allowed to be quiet, you know? You can just sit there and then just... And then grab your water, take a sip. And it wouldn't really matter. Like, you gotta allow that there will be some time that is quiet. You don't have to fit every single second with words. It's totally fine. to be quiet. Like basically just be quiet and just look into her eyes until you think of something that's cool to say. And also, here's a little trick that you can play. It's if I do it now, it will look super cringe, but yeah, you should try it in the first day. You gotta try it. Like basically what you have to do is just look in her eyes. Like when there's a like nobody's talking, you just look into her eyes and then you don't talk. And you look into her eyes for like 10 to 20 seconds like this. And then you say this line, your eyes are super beautiful. And then she will like blush, and then she will look away, and then she will like, don't say that, you know? And then every time you do that, like most of the girls that I try this on, if you look into her eyes, they'll be like, every time, you know, every girl, like this works like 100% of the time. Like after you say that line, every time you look at the girl's eyes, she'll like look away. And what you can do is like you can turn her face back and then say, hey, look at me, don't be shy. And most of the time they'll say, oh, I'm not shy. And then she'll try to look at your eyes like this. And then after like 2 seconds, she will like look away once again. And then you can like make fun of that or something. So this is a little trick, like allow there to be silence, look in her eyes, like touch her hand, touch her hair and all that stuff. So now I'm gonna teach you something that's really got a progressive date. This thing is called progressive overload. I basically just steal that from the gym, you know? So progressive overload is something that we do in the gym. So at first you might only push like 2.5 kg on the bench press, like and you're struggling even with 2.5, like the cute little dumbbells, you know. And then slowly you'll get better, you'll start getting bigger muscles, and then you'll start getting, oh, okay, I can do 5 kilos, and then you start 5 kilos, and then 10 kilos, 20, 25, 50, and then one day you'll get 100. So that's basically progressive overload. You start light, and then slowly you get harder and harder. So how do you use this concept on dating? How do you use this concept on the first date? Basically, having a relationship with a girl is also progressive overload. So what do you do? So the 2.5 kilos with relationship with a girl is basically just like talking to her. That's the 2.5. And then slowly you start to progressive overload. Like maybe start touching her, maybe start touching her hand, maybe start touching her shoulders, maybe start touching her hair, and then slowly you can add more weight, and then you can like touch her waist, touch her upper head, and then touch her face. Like just start to progressive overload this, and then maybe like after you touch her face, you can like kiss her, and after you kiss her, you can take her back home and then have fun, you know. So here's how I progressive overload. The first thing is I'll like talk to her, have a great relationship, and then you gotta break the touch barrier. Just like I said, it's pretty hard if you're not in a gym. It's really weird to touch a girl randomly. So here's something that you can do. The first one is when she's walking with you, like you walk together, she's beside you, you're chatting and stuff. Like when there's a turn, like when you gotta turn here, like what do you do? Like it's super simple. You put your hand on her upper back, not her lower back. Don't touch her lower back. It's like, that's too much of a jump. It's like 10 kilos and instantly jump to 50 kilos. That's too much. So first you use your hand, not your whole hand, just the fingertips. So it's like this. You put your hands like this on her upper back, and then you turn her. Like you push her a little bit, and then you turn to this side, and then you let go. You don't keep your hand up on there. So that's how you break the physical touch at the first time. You touch her back, and then you move her, and then you let go. Like this shows her that you're not needy. You don't need to keep touching her. It's because it's super fucking weird. And if you do that and she's uncomfortable about it, it's fine. It's fine. You know, because it's like when you're doing 2.5 kilos and then you went to 5.0, and then 5.0 is too heavy for you, couldn't lift it up. What do? You wouldn't give up on the girl. You wouldn't give up on bodybuilding. What do? You go back to the 2.5 and you just keep doing it. So if you talk to her and then she's okay with you talking to her, but when you push her a little bit, she doesn't like it, just don't touch her anymore. Like just keep going on with the conversation. And then like next time when another turn comes, you can try that again. And then maybe this time she'll be like, oh, okay, it's not too bad. And then slowly you can like upgrade it a little bit. Like next time you turn, you wouldn't leave your hand away. Like next time you turn, and then you keep your hand up there and like just keep going, you know. And then next time you can like just put your whole hand on her shoulder. Or maybe you're not walking, you're just sitting there. How can you break the physical touch? Like basically just touch her clothes. Like, hey, this clothes looks super, the fabric looks super nice. Just basically do this, like, oh damn, this nice fabric. And then where do you buy this? Like, just say whatever bullshit. Oh damn, this clothes looks super great, even if you don't give a fuck, you know. So yeah, that's how you break the physical touch. So basically how to break the physical touch is just like something that you gotta make it like you're gonna make it like you don't really want to touch her just because you want to touch her, because it's weird. So maybe you can also do something like when you laugh, you kind of push her away. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Like push her away a little bit or something like that. Just make it fun, you know, like, or like play with her ring. Oh damn, that's a nice ring. And then you take away her ring and put it on yours and then do something like that. Like yeah, just keep it fun. And then you slowly progressive overload. You start by touching the hand, you start by touching her upper back, and then you start touching the other parts of her body, like her neck, her face. And if she doesn't like any of that, please stop. If you don't stop, there will be problems, you know. You don't want to get in a jail and then say, oh, William told me this. Don't, please, okay? If she doesn't like any of the thing that you're doing, please stop. But never ask a girl. Like never ask, hey, can I touch your arm? That's so fucking weird, you know? You gotta delete the word. Like you gotta delete asking girl about stuff, you know? If you really don't know what she wants, basically just assume, you know? If today you wanna order for her, you don't say like, hey, do you want this pie or this cake? Just say, I think you would like this cake. I wanna order this for you. And then she'll respond like, oh yeah, I like the cake. Or, oh, I don't eat cakes. And then you can ask like, oh well, how about this pie? And then she'll say something else, or she will say, oh, I actually like this one. I actually like this ice cream better. And then you can order ice cream for her. So basically, don't ask a girl what you're doing. You know, don't ask a girl. Never ask a girl. You gotta delete this thing from a dictionary. Next up is shit test. If you watch any of the red pill stuff, you know this term, shit test. So girls will test you. Sometimes girls will just say some bullshit that just stupid. And then if you respond in a stupid way, she will think that you're not the man that she's finding. So I'm telling you how to pass shit test. It's actually super simple. Like basically just make the date super fun. Like basically just don't take her so seriously. Like don't think if I fuck this up, I couldn't marry her and she wouldn't have sex with me tonight. Like basically just keep it light, keep it simple. Like basically what you have to do is just imagine that she's your daughter. Like you wouldn't take the things that your daughter said so seriously. So if today your daughter told you, you're a poo-poo head, you wouldn't think like, oh my gosh, my daughter, she called me a poo-poo head. You wouldn't do that, would you? Like most of the time you will just say, oh, you're a poo-poo head, and then you will respond, oh, you're also a poo-poo head. You're more of a poo-poo head. Like basically that's what you do. You wouldn't be like sad and anything. Like when a girl tells you, oh my gosh, I think the clothes you wear are so ugly, and you can just respond, no, you're uglier. Oh my gosh, your clothes are so short that they didn't even cover your stomach. That's so fucking ugly. Like basically just attack back, you know. This is the first thing. Or maybe when you're just approaching girls, and then the girl will ask you, do you just approach random girls? And then you will say, oh damn, how do you know? I also approached the two old ladies at the back, you know. Like just keep it light, just say whatever, you know. Or maybe she asks you, hey, how many girls have you had sex with? And you said, today? And you start counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you run out of fingers, and then you take her hand and then like open her hand up, 11, 12, 13, and then she'll be like, oh fuck, stop. Maybe you can just ignore her question, like, hey, how many girls have you had sex with? And then you just keep doing your stuff, like, And then she'll ask again, hey, how many girls have you had sex with? And you're like, and she's like, hey, why don't you answer my question? And you answer, what question? And she said, how many girls have you had sex with? And then you're like, huh? And then she's like, how many girls have you had sex with? And you're like, huh? I can't hear you. Like, basically, shit test. Just don't care about her. Like, just respond with a funny way. And if you really can't think of a comeback, like a funny thing to say back to her, like, basically just ignore her, you know? Like, just ignore her. Like, I can give you a ton of examples. Like, maybe she says your singing is very bad, and you just sing louder, you know? You don't have to cut me off. Like, just sing louder. Like, just respond in a funny way. That's just it. So here's how you pass shit test. So the rest of the stuff that I want to say is kind of darker. Is like, how can I get a girl to kiss me? How can I get a girl to actually come back home and have sex with me? How can I make my sex so good that a girl keeps coming back? And all that stuff. But I couldn't put that on YouTube, you know, I'll get banned. So I actually put all those information in my paid course. It's the first link in the description. So if you're interested, you can go and have a look. And if this video helped you in any way, I think that video would help you like 10 times more, because that's where the good thing is at. You wouldn't want to go on a date with a girl and then like do all those first date stuff, and then you had a great time, and then you went back home and then you don't know how to escalate to sex. That would be horrible, you know? So if you're interested, top link in the description. And if you want to help me boost the video up, like interact with the algorithm, like basically the thing that you're told by all the YouTubers, subscribe and all that stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video.